Hi, my wonderful students. So excited to be back with you. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. You had a wonderful time with your family. But today it's time to get back to learning and continue with lesson 7. I know I did lesson 7 and then, I started lesson 7 and then we went into our awesome experiment that it was so fun to do. So I'm going to touch base a little bit about what we did on Friday, and then I'll continue with the rest of the lesson, just so that we are all back into our learning, and we can get this right, okay? So let's get started. So our objective, like I mentioned on Friday, is that students will be able to determine the main idea and build on others' talk by linking comments. So we are talking today about the main topic. On Friday, we were talking about the linking comments. We had talked about it a lot, and I was trying to make it as easy as possible so you guys can have a better understanding. Right before I started doing this video, I was working on some lessons for the following week, not this week, and boys and girls, we will be working on linking comments. So if you did not understand, that is perfectly okay. Do not stress, do not worry. We are going to have some practices, and of course, we will have some Socratic seminars where we'll be using these linking comments, where we are adding to a comment that one of your classmates said or a comment that your teacher said. Okay, so our focus for today will be determining the main idea, or like in our workbook says, the main topic. And in this one, it will not be a section of the book, but we are going to be exploring the whole text. We want to make sure that we are understanding, the main idea of the whole text. What is the text mostly about? And let's get started. So we are, like I said, the main idea, the main part of the story, and then the how. We worked on, making that small drawing that you did during the break that you had from your recorded video to your live. Then we went into observing some illustrations about fruits. We talked about link comments. We will continue talking about them throughout the lessons. And then, of course, now we're going to go into determining the main idea. And in our live lesson, that is where we're going to complete our deep dive, and we're going to talk about simple and compound sentences, okay? So let's get started. So our content framing question, that is a question that we answer at the end of every lesson, is what does a deeper exploration of details and main topics reveal in the text? Okay, so we're going to be looking into, those details, that main idea, and help us to make sure that we are ready for us to complete our next lessons, right? One of the things, boys and girls, is on this Friday, we are going to be having our first assessment for Wit and Wisdom. It is the bi-weekly assessment, and it is going to have a section of this book where you're going to read, do your strategies that we will discuss later on throughout the week, and of course complete the test. Now, I already took this test, and this test has a lot of questions. I would say like 5 of them that are talking about what is this section mainly about? What is this section mostly about? Okay, that is you looking into the section that they're telling you. Let's say they say from paragraph 1 to 3, what are those paragraphs mostly about? You're going to look at those paragraphs again because you already read it once, maybe twice. You're going to go again once you're answering that question. You're going to read them. Then you're going to go to your question and cross-eliminate, right? You're going to look which answer makes sense. Remember that mostly about is what that paragraphs are talking about. What are they talking about that makes that paragraph or that makes that the main idea. Okay? If we think about this book, we can quickly think that this book is about fall. So we know that our main idea is probably going to mention the word fall, right? Why? Because every chapter talks about what, either the plants do in fall, the animals do in fall, what changes in fall, they're talking what holidays are celebrated in fall. So they're talking about a season, right? Even the title is named, How Do You Know It's Fall? So we know that our main idea is going to involve fall, okay? So it's very important that you're looking for those details that are going to help you determine the main idea, not only from this book, but whenever you do take that test, okay? That's why I'm mentioning it, because I want for you guys to start hearing that since now. In that test, they're going to tell you to go and read certain sections, and they're going to ask you, what is it mostly about? They're asking you, what's the main idea? That's what they're asking you. What's the main topic? We've been doing this, right? We've been doing where we go details and we determine the main topic. We discuss, there's been times where you guys determine an essential meaning of a paragraph, of an informative paragraph. So you determine that essential meaning to write your topic statement. Essential meaning is very similar to main idea. You're looking at what is the main thing, right? What is that paragraph telling you? What are they trying to make sure you learn? Okay? So let's get started with what we're doing today. I just wanted to let you know that this test is coming up and that we need to make sure that we're ready for it. Not a hard test. I know all my students and all second grade students are amazing, and I know you guys are going to do amazing. So now, like I mentioned, we've been looking through sections of the book to determine the main idea of that section. If we think about it, we have a handout that we did. It's handout 5A. You do not need to get it out, but it's handout 5A in your blue workbook. Do not get it out. Just listen. And in that handout, we were talking about the main topic, main idea, essential meaning, the main topic and the details for pages 14 to 19. We discovered, we worked on it together, we analyzed that section together, and we determined the main idea for that section, right? Well, now we are going to be going into a different handout. I'll let you know right now which handout you need. Be patient. And in that handout, they're going to give you different details from different parts of the story. Okay, so from different parts of the story, you're going to be getting those details. Our job is to determine what the whole text is about. What is everything about? What's the main idea? And then how do we know? So after we determine that, we're going to discuss it. I'm going to discuss a little bit with you to determine how do we know that was the main idea. Okay, so at this time, I am going to ask you to get your response journal out, okay? Please get your response journal out. If you do not have a response journal, remember it's your 3-subject notebook, right? It is a 3-subject notebook. If you turn to the first tab, that is where we wrote our response journal. If you do not have it, just get a blank sheet of paper so you can follow along what we're going to be doing. Okay, so just get a blank sheet of paper and follow along. It's okay. So basically, you're going to be copying this into your response journal. Okay? But I do not want for you to write the question. We're not going to write the question. We're just going to write the black part. So give me 1 second so I can get the response journal on the screen and you all can follow along. So here is my response journal. I'm so excited because I finally found a way to make sure that my dog camera was big, boys and girls, so yay. So you are writing, the whole text is about, I know because, blank, okay? You can pause the video at this time so you can write it in your response journal. I will continue, but make sure that you know that you can pause this and then press play on my video so you can continue watching the video. So I know the whole text is about, so I know that I was talking about this before I even said it because I wanted for you guys to already have an idea. And I was telling you that we were going to look for the main topic, and I said, well, we know that we're talking about fall. So the whole text is about fall, right? We know that. So we can write here, the whole text is about fall and changes in fall. Because that is what they're talking about, right? Then we can say, I'm going to get a highlighter so you guys know that that's what I wrote. Okay. And then I know because all the sections on the book, or you can say all the chapters on the book, mention fall. Okay. So all the chapters in this book mention fall. So it did not fit for me right there, so ignore that. Let me highlight it for you. Okay, and us doing this, boys and girls, already, noticing what the whole text is about is going to help us so much when we're looking at the details that is coming up next to determine the main topic of the book. Okay. Remember, you can pause it, copy it into your response journal, and then continue with the video. I'm going to continue, but remember, I'm saying this many times, you can pause it. Okay, you can pause the video and then continue with the video once you finish copying this. Okay? Okay, so the next part that we're going to do, like I've been mentioning, is determining the main topic of the text. So this is the handout that you will be using. This handout, you can find it in your blue workbook, Module 1, Season of Change, your blue workbook. You open it to handout 7. Now, remember, boys and girls, this workbook does not have page numbers. Ms. Rodriguez and myself, we're talking about it where you guys can fold the page prior so you know where we stayed, right? Or you can simply, close it, have it available for you, and just simply go page by page, going into the page that we're going to need, that is handout 7A. Okay, so we are going to need handout 7A for right now, and for our live class, we are going to need handout 7B. So it's important that you do get your workbook ready for this class and then ready for your live class. Okay, so we're going to use this chart to understand main topics of the text. So these are already main topics. They're baggies, right? But then we're going to determine the main topic, that is the box. Okay, so they are the main topics of the different sections. That is like the important details. And then we're going to determine the main topic of this box. Now, remember, boys and girls, before you even turn it in, to turn in this assignment, it's very important that we are writing our name, the date, that is September 13, 2020, and then our goal, that is 100%. So for today, you will be turning in this one, the handout 7A, and your exit ticket. Okay, handout 7A and your exit ticket. So I'll put here turn in so you know that you're going to turn it in. So now we're going into, reading each of the details or main topics of each section, and it says, weather in fall gets chilly. Animals get ready for winter in fall. Kids do fun things in fall. What is going on? We can know that all of this is talking about fall, right? Weather changes in fall. Animals get ready for winter in fall. Kids do fun things in fall. That is what these things have in common. Because you question yourself. In order for us to determine the main topic, we need to make sure that we're questioning ourselves. And it says, we're questioning ourselves, what do these things have in common, so we can determine that main topic, right? What else can we see that it's familiar? Each one is talking about things that happen in fall, right? Things that happen in fall. We know that because the weather gets chilly in fall, animals start getting ready. We know that when animals start getting ready in fall and they start migrating, kids start having fun, outside. So the main topic is the cooler fall weather causes changes for people and animals, right? That is the main thing of this book. We know that the main thing of this book is all about what happens in fall. What happens in fall? How is it changing? What is going on? It's giving us information about fall, right? So it's very important that we are, looking into that. We're looking at the similarities of each different detail, and we're questioning how they're similar to determine that main topic. Okay? Remember, you can pause the video so you can copy this and then continue watching Mrs. Alvarez. Okay, boys and girls, so that is it for a recorded video. The next section will be in our live lesson. I hope you enjoy our live lesson. It is very interesting. We will be working on certain sentences to help us better ourselves for our writing, and of course for our informative writing, and not only that, but for being a writer as well. Remember, handout 7A, you will be turning it in, plus your exit ticket that we will be typing in Microsoft Forms, okay? I had a lot of fun teaching you today. I hope to see you soon, and enjoy your live class. Remember, you need to join at 9 o'clock in the morning. Bye.